Hi guys, today I'm going to show you my bag collection video from my Louis Vuitton bags. I will start to show you the first bag that I purchased and finish off with the bag that I bought last. I'm interested to know if you're also loving Louis Vuitton, and if so, what is your favorite bag from Louis Vuitton? I would love you to write a comment down in the description, not in the description, in the comment section, so we can just have a chit chat. Also, I just wanted to mention that I will also talk about the bags, so I don't just want to show them, I also tell you about the backstory about the bag. So let's start with my first Louis Vuitton piece, and that's the Speedy in the monogram canvas in the 30 size. And this was a very popular bag back then. It still is, but in my case there was a time when a lot of girls and women started to wear those bags, and I was so into it, and one of my main goals was to get someday this bag. And I got this bag because I started to work when I was in school. With 16 years I started to work in a cafe, and I saved up every cent to purchase this bag, and it was the best feeling ever to go into Louis Vuitton with all my cash and just to that I was able to purchase my dream bag from my own hard-earned money. And yeah, it was the best feeling, and I would recommend to everyone, especially for young girls, young boys. Nobody can give you the feeling that you will have when you buy something for yourself for the first time. You know what's worth because you know how many hours you've worked for a piece. And yeah, so I definitely would recommend it. I did hot stamp it back then, and what was a bit unfortunate is that they didn't give me the brown box, so that was 2010 when I purchased this bag, and it was so much cheaper than now. It was 465 euro, and today this bag is over 800 euro to purchase this new, so definitely kind of investment. What I have to say, if you decide to hot stamp your bags, it will lose some value, because if you want to resell it, somebody might don't want to buy the bag because it's hot stamped. It has some patina. I really like the patina from this one, but the handles, I did some cleaning, or tried to clean it the wrong way, and they are very flexible and yeah, still dirty, and I don't like the way it looks. So what I'm figuring out, or what I might do, is that I'm going to replace someday all the vachetta parts from this bag, because then I can start new, because I will show you later on another bag that has some vachetta, how it looks, the patina there, and I took care of it. So yeah, but that's my first bag, and it held up very well for it's now being nearly 10 years old. So I'm going to place some bags here. I don't think I will fit everything here, but I will try to. So that was back in 2010, and then I had my bag that I wanted, and I forgot about a luxury, or it wasn't the time that I can afford another one soon. And it was only in 2016 that I thought about Louis Vuitton again, and because I loved it so much, and I used it for university and every day. I used it really every day, and it made it so special. It has a lot of memories attached to it. And I was with my boyfriend, and I told him about Louis Vuitton, and that there's a value behind it, and then we decided we might go to a Louis Vuitton store and check out their bags, because I said I like to have a small bag. So, and he actually purchased this cutie for me for Christmas, and it was around over 700 euro back then. It was very expensive, because I didn't check the prices. So I had in mind, oh, the Speedy was 465, a smaller bag couldn't be that much higher, could it? And then it was over 600. I'm not quite sure yet because it gone up in price already. That is the Palace clutch with the red, and it used to be, or it's still, the bag of the employees, the sales associates from Louis Vuitton, but they now have the version in empreinte leather, and this is in canvas. And they used to have it with the black, and sometimes they had like the saffron color, and I really like the look of it. It came with this gold strap. You can make it as a wristlet as well, but you can't remove it completely. And what also comes with the bag is the vachetta strap, and I did use it also very often, also for traveling, because it holds all my essentials. It's not fitting a big wallet, but I'm now into small wallets anyways, and yeah, it comes with this compartment. So very generous gift of my boyfriend, and it also held a special place in my heart because it was the first gifted Louis Vuitton bag, and it's so versatile. You can even use it in a bigger bag for your essentials. So next piece I have to think about. So when I got this for for Christmas, the year it was 2017, and that's the year I started more to be like, okay, I want to add some more Louis Vuitton pieces into my collection, because before that, 2016, I purchased a lot of makeup, and I was really into all the palettes and stuff, and I had so much makeup, and I spent so much money on makeup, and I was like, I don't need anything more. And also I think it's kind of wasting money, because once you use the eyeshadow, you can resell it maybe, but maybe not, and at one day it will be expired. So then, because I got this bag, I was like, maybe I should save some money and got something. If I don't like it anymore, then I'm able to resell it. And that's why I decided to look more into Louis Vuitton. And then I checked the website and saw the Tahitian collection, and I was like, oh my god, what is that? That looks so gorgeous. And I didn't knew back then about the limited editions, how you pre-order and stuff, because these are the only experience I had. So when I saw the pieces, I called the customer service because it says it's not available, call for availability, and they said it's actually not available anymore in no store or whatsoever. And then I decided just to go into store and check in. And a funny story, the sales associates that sold us this bag was there as well, and I remembered her. She didn't remember me back then, which is fine because we bought it at Christmas time, so no, I wasn't offended or anything. So, and I asked her, you might have that bag, and she was like, no. And if you want to purchase it, you have to pre-order it and put full deposit on stuff like this. And I was like, I had to pay up front without gaining or without receiving a bag. It's just like, yeah, that's the way it goes. I was like, okay. So then I looked into some other bags, and I definitely wanted the Neverfull, because back then the Speedy was one classic piece, and also the Neverfull. And then I first got the Damier Azure one with the pink interior, the rose ballerine one. She did ordered it for me, and then I grabbed it and I brought it back home, and I was like, no, that's not what I wanted. So I returned it and got my Neverfull in the MM size with the red interior. And I exchanged the Damier Azure one into this one because I'm more the monogram girl, you could say. and I only wanted the Damier Azur one because of the Tahitian collection that was with Damier Azur, but it wasn't the piece I wanted, so I thought, no, I'm not settling down for something I don't love, and I'm glad I exchanged it. But now I would say I should have gone with the GM size, because I think it would be more practical. I'm very short but curvy, so I think it would have looked good as well. Because it fits a lot, that's true, but in my opinion, I'm kind of, when I have room, I put everything in it. So for me, I think the GM size would have been a bit better, because I could have put more stuff in it. I decided to hot stamp this one as well. Also, I didn't know really about the resale value back then. So at the point I'm now, with my knowledge I have now, I wouldn't recommend to hot stamp the bag. Instead, maybe purchase a luggage tag, maybe pre-loved, and attach this to the bag, or something else with your initials. That's just my opinion. But I think these pieces are still forever pieces, and in case I really want to resell it, I could, but I think I will keep them for a long time because they are very versatile, and I did use this a lot for work because it fits so much and it's very practical. Also, it comes with the pochette, never full pochette, and I think that's something not a lot of people talk about, but it's one of my most used bags that I used inside, and also on holiday I grabbed this every time. So we had, when I was on vacation with my best friend, this was the bag I used every day, and it fits all the essentials. If we compare it to the Colors Clutch, I mean, it's thinner, that's true, but it fits nearly the same. So I would recommend using this as a catch-all as well, if you like to have a catch-all. And in case you want to purchase a never full, and just a never full, and you don't want to use the pochette, then I would recommend getting this new and sell the catch-all, because there are a lot of people that only wants the catch-all, and then it makes it a little bit cheaper. Alright, so, and then I still couldn't forget about the Tahitian bag, the Tahitian collection, and I started to look on the pre-loved market. And on eBay, the classic eBay, they gone up like 2,500 and up, and the original price was 1,350 or something. And then there's another local website, that's eBay Kleinanzeigen in Germany, and I saw a woman selling hers for 1,300 and just, I think, around 50 euro more. And I started to chat with her about the bag, and she said she used it just once, and she showed me all the receipts and stuff. And then I was like, I have to get the bag. I couldn't stop thinking about it. And my boyfriend was kind enough that we kind of shared the money for the bag, and then I purchased this with also a special security shipping, and I paid the shipping man the money, and opened the bag in front of the shipping man because I was so afraid that she might be lying. But she also gave me her WhatsApp number, and we chatted a bit about it, so I was pretty sure it's a good deal. And I also showed my sales associate back then also some photos, and she said it looks quite good. It's no authentication process, but it's fine. She was also a registered customer. She showed me her not the sales associate, but the woman I bought the bag from showed me all the stuff. So, and then I received my Speedy bandolier in the Tahitian print, and I love her so much. She's so pretty. It's one of my prettiest bags in my collection, and it's just gorgeous. I was so happy that I could purchase this one for such a good price. And yeah, it's the pink, everything goes so well together, and I always keep a bag organizer because it has such a nice pink on the inside as well. It came with the lock and everything, and that's what I wanted to show you. So the patina on this bag is pretty evenly, it patinaed evenly, but I also took very good care of the bag, and I'm thinking of maybe showing you how I take care of the bags. It's just one way to go. But my best friend who purchased the Speedy 30 Damier Azure, the classic one, she uses the same routine and her patina is still pretty as well. So I might do a video about my cleaning and how to take care of my bag process. And I like the print so much that I decided to purchase also the Never Full Catch-All. So that's what I was telling you, that maybe it's worth to have a look if you just want the Never Full bag. A girl was selling her Never Full Catch-All. I'm happy I got this as well, because then I could use this as a clutch, and I love to wear this piece in the summer, and it's so pretty, and I used it so often and it's still holding up so well. So definitely one of my prettiest bags in my collection, in my opinion. So I will place her right here. Okay, next up, I was into the Speedy game, Speedy loving time, and I also always wanted to own a piece in the Damier Ebene. And I didn't want to purchase the Neverfull and the Damier Ebene because that is a bag that is still one of the most fake bags you can see in Germany, especially in Berlin. I see like so many girls wearing fakes. That's totally fine, but it was a point where like I don't want to own this bag in Damier Ebene. I don't have to show everyone like my bag is real, authentic. That's not the point. It just if I see it on every girl, I'm like, I don't want to wear something that everybody is wearing. So that's why I went with the monogram, and I'm still happy I bought the monogram because the straps are much softer and not as hard. But I still wanted a piece in a Damier Ebene, and that was the time where I was going into the Louis Vuitton store, because I had to pick up, I think, no, I didn't have to pick up something. Yeah, it was just a time when I also saw a girl wearing the Damier Ebene one in the bandolier, so with the attachable strap. This bag comes also with the strap, I just keep it inside. And she was just wearing it over her shoulder, and I was like, that's a new look for the Speedy. And then I asked my beloved sales associate if they have the bag, and she said it's sold out and we're not getting so many. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, I'll let you know as soon as we receive one. And then I think it was only a couple days later when she messaged me and said, oh, I just found a bag, and if I reserved it for you, I put it on hold for you. I was like, oh, I was so happy. It was a few days before Christmas. And then I went into store, and I bought my first Damier Ebene piece in that's the Speedy 25 bandolier in the Damier Ebene, and I really like this bag. This is also one bag that I use so much. It's an everyday bag, and that was the setting that I saw some girl wearing it, and I tend to use it like this as well, because I think it's such a different look than just the crossbody way, and it's holding up very well. I did purchase this one at the end of 2017 for Christmas with my Christmas money, so that was well spent in my opinion. And I get the feeling since 2017, or maybe a bit before, the whole smaller bag trend comes a trend, and the Speedy 25, in my opinion, what I see on Instagram and in the community, seems to be at the moment still the most popular one. And I couldn't agree more. I think it fits all the essentials, and I love it as an everyday bag as well. Only downside, but that's also a common thing, that the hardware is a different color. The clasp are different than this one. That's just something that everybody has on this bag, and I don't know why it is. To be honest, I'm not bothered by it because I think it still looks good. And I always put something on my Speedies, normally some kind of bag charms, and they normally have a gold hardware as well, but also different tone color. They are different tone of gold, different shade of gold. So I think it didn't bothering too much. So now and then at the end of 2017, yeah, I had to think. I was thinking about what bag to get next, and the next bag that I got, I actually don't own anymore. I will try to insert a photo here. And that was the summer trunk collection from 2018, the limited edition one. And I'm so glad I sold it. I sold it a few months ago because I was to get into the knowledge of knowing every Louis Vuitton piece and a bit more about investment and not investment, about the limited edition pieces, how to receive them and stuff. And I thought, oh, it's a limited edition piece, and one day it came available online and I was like, oh, maybe I should get it because it's limited edition and I kind of like the print, and I definitely wanted a different shape, so that was the Neo Noe, and that was also a popular bag. The shape is still popular, but the print isn't, in my opinion. So I purchased the summer trunk bag online and I received it, and that was in 2018 when I just gave birth to my daughter, and I was at home a lot, so I couldn't go out or wasn't able to go out just to the store and check it out. And then I received it and the joy wasn't there, but I was like, it's limited, and it was like an inner conflict about the bag. I will put up a video one day about why I sold it and stuff. So yeah, I did sell the bag to replace it with another bag. That is my bag that I purchased last, so I will show it last. And also back then I knew about the difficulties regarding the mini pochette and small leather goods in general, that they are so hard to come by. And it was at that time when I stalked the website a lot online, and then one day this came available, and I will put it here and also my small leather goods because technically it's a small leather good, but it's for me, I did purchase it with the intention of using it as a clutch. And that was also something, if you're into the Facebook group, the LV addiction group, that made me addicted to some pieces. And I think there are also, because some trend bags like the pochette Matisse and this and the mini pochettes, they are so popular there, and you see it every day, and everybody is so happy when they became available online. So when I saw it, I didn't hesitate to just buy the bag. And to be honest, I did use it only for 3 to 5 times since I have it, because I like the look of it. I think it's an edgy look, but it's not the most practical bag in my opinion. There is a way you can turn this into a crossbody bag, and I tried it, but it turned out a bit difficult, and there are some more ways you can transform it into a crossbody bag, but I decided just to have it as catch-all, and I also think I might use it for its original purpose, and that is as a cosmetic pouch, because it has the lining is washable. So yeah, but I think it's still a cute piece, and I just love to dress her up for my Instagram with some bandeaus and luggage tags and stuff. So put this here. Okay, next up, also some trend that was very popular in the LV addiction group was to find one's birth year bag. So what it means is, if you have the data code, the date code of the bag, the number refers to the year it was produced, and also the month. You can look it up on the internet, check it up on the internet. And I was so keen, I want a birth year bag as well. And therefore I was stalking eBay a lot, because there are a lot of Japanese sellers that sell some bags. I can put my seller in the description box, so you can check him out. And I was stalking and always checking the data codes, and when I saw what I saw, I was like, okay, that's my bag. And that is this cutie. That is the Speedy 35, also on a monogram canvas. And it's actually from the year and the month I was born. So it's from April 1992, and it was holding up so well. I did a whole routine on how I cleaned the handle and how I took care of it. But if you compare this one to the handles from this bag, they look so much nicer, even though they are so much older. And I purchased this bag for, I think, 280 euros, and I had to pay customs, I would say around 60 euros or something, and it came up to that I paid a bit 340 euro in total, if I'm not mistaken. On my Instagram I shared a photo of all my Speedies, and I think that's a good purchase. It's holding up very well, and I did use it a lot as a diaper bag, because it fits a lot, and I would recommend to use this one with the organizer as well, because it then you can find the stuff more easily, in my opinion. It didn't came with a lock, but I purchased one from eBay as well, because I like to have, for every bag that original comes with a lock, to have the lock. Yeah, so some pieces, leather pieces, are quite prone to nearly fall off from the older ones, but the canvas is very soft, and you can definitely feel a difference in the canvas. And I'm happy to have it, but I wasn't sure if I keep every size from the Speedy, if I really do need every size. But for now I will keep it, because it's from the birth year and birth month that I bought it. And this is also something I was thinking of maybe replacing one day all the vachetta parts, just to maintain the gorgeous canvas and to make the bag have a longer life. Yeah, but I am not quite sure if I will do it. Okay, there's no space for this one. No, so I will just put it back where I got it from. Okay, and then I was, now I have to think. I think, yeah. So the next bag that I got was actually after the birth year bag, that was around in the summer, fall of 2018. And then I knew I wanted to get something for Christmas as well, a bag for Christmas. And I was researching some bags, and I wanted a pink bag, because that was the point in time where I started to own a lot of Lindy's bag charms, a lot of Ladurée bag charms, and I definitely wanted to have just a pink bag. And I was trying on some different ones, the Pochette Métis and Rose Poudre, the Montaigne bag, and Montaigne? Yeah, no, is it Montaigne? I think it's Montaigne. Bag and Rose Poudre as well, the Vernis one, the Alma BB, and some different bags. And I was debating a lot with my sales associate a lot of times whether I should get the one in Vernis or not. And I was talking to a lot of friends on Instagram who own Vernis bags, and they said the light colored ones tend to turn yellow, and I was like, oh no. And they showed me some bags, especially the handle had a different color than the whole bag. Even they took care of the bag, and I was like, I don't want my bag, because if I pay so much money for a bag, I don't want her to have, yeah, to turn the color into some yellowish beigey thing that I don't like. But I like the Alma BB, and I saw I stalked the Alma BB, and you can dress her up so nice. So I decided to get for Christmas in the 2018 my Alma BB in the rose ballerine in the EP leather, and I think it was a good purchase as well. It's a structured bag, but you can now feel that the leather begins to become a bit softer, and that's something I really like. I'm also taking very good care of this bag because it's a light color bag, and I did notice that sometimes you have some dirt on this part, and also the handles, even stuff you don't see when you just grab it, there is some dirt. So I have also a care routine with this bag, and it's such a cute little handheld bag. You can also crossbody it, and I love to wear her and to dress her up, so with bandeaus and stuff. And yeah, it comes with the strap and a lock, and also the clochette, so that's for the keys for the lock. I'm not using this piece a lot, so this one still feels a bit more stiff because I haven't used it a lot, but it's cute to use it as a dress up, and has 4 feet, so it's a bit protective when you put it on the floor, and also a cute piece. Just one random fact about the EP leather, because that's my first EP leather piece. They don't sell so well, so the resale value of the leather bags from Louis Vuitton is not as good as the canvas. Yeah, just to have this in mind, but there's also a bag that I'm thinking of keeping because it's just too cute. Okay, and then was 2019. I started my Instagram in summer 2018, and that's where I documented how I cleaned some bags and also how I dressed up the bags. And at the beginning of 2019 I was thinking, oh, I really like the Speedy 25 size, so maybe I should get another one. And then I purchased the Speedy 25 also from a Japanese reseller in the monogram canvas, and that has one of the gorgeous patina. It's so evenly, and it came with a new zipper, so that you can see here it has the double vachetta part. You can, in case you didn't know, you can replace your zipper, and not the zipper, the part here, the vachetta part, easily in every Louis Vuitton store. And I think on this bag they also replaced at some point the handles, because this bag, the data code says it's from 1990, so it's even older than my birth year bag, which is down there. And but the handles look so clean, so I think they might have replaced them at some day. And I did use her a lot also with my monogram strap. I attached it to it so I can use it as a crossbody bag. The only downside is that these parts are still the old parts from 1919, and they are so prone to break, and I was so devastated. This part ripped off because it's just too old and the leather is too dry, or the person that owned it before didn't care about the bag as lot. So yeah, I'm very sad that that happened. So that's also one thing why I'm thinking about all my Speedies in the monogram, if I may replace the vachetta parts, just that they have a longer life in total. And yeah, but this looks so good because I prefer the look of a honey patina, so at the moment I won't replace it, and I think there's no opportunity in just replacing this part, because that's the piping. So if they, or you can do it, but if they replace this part, which is the most hard part, or I think it's also the most expensive part, then I would prefer to have everything part replaced, and then it can patina evenly, like you did see on my Tahitian one. So I just put it back here. Okay, and then we have 2 bags left. In 2019, I also started to have a look into Chanel. That's why I added for a few months more Louis Vuitton bag. And then in the August 2019, I was thinking about another leather bag, and I was into small bags, and I was thinking about this bag, and that is the Louis Vuitton New Wave bag in the PM size, so in the small size. And I was just thinking about, oh, that's also a nice bag. When I first saw it, I wasn't into this bag at all, because I was thinking, oh, that's a nice copy of the Gucci bag, the Marmont one. And yeah, but the Marmont one, the hardware is totally different. And then I was researching about this bag, and there are a few videos on YouTube, but not a lot, so I might, my goal is to, or my aim is to make an in-depth review of all my bags, because I think they're very helpful when you're researching for a bag and you want to know some infos about the bags. So upcoming, I think I will do something like this as well. I only have her for 4 months now, and I wear her a lot, but not every day, because the PM size, it fits nearly nothing. Oh, my lip, not lipstick, my lip balm. So my phone fits inside, and this card holder, and maybe lipstick, and my keys I have to put in there, and then that's it. So no, I wouldn't recommend to use it as with a wallet, something, but it's really cute. And I actually bought this one from eBay as well, because the original price is, I think, 1,490 or nearly 1,500 or something. And I purchased this from eBay. I talked to a girl, she sent me a lot of photos, the data code, the copy of the receipt. She's also living in Berlin, and she bought it in the same store, which is my main store, and so I could check if it's authentic. And yeah, and she sold me this bag for 1,100 euro, including shipping, and that was a really good price. She only used it like once or twice, and when I received it, it had still the protective sticker here. I now removed it, and no scratches or nothing at all. And when I received it, I liked it even more than just from the pictures, because I haven't looked at that bag in real life or in store, so it was the first time I saw it. And you can actually remove this part, so without the part it's more like a classic bag, and it's kind of an edgy vibe. And what I really like about the bag is that the hardware is not like an antique gold, or it's still very shiny. It's not like the classical gold one, but it's shiny, and that's the most important thing for me, because I really love gold hardware. I'm only wearing gold jewelry, and so yeah. And that's similar to the boy bag process with the chain moving. And the chain is not adjustable, and you can't remove the chain. Okay, and my last bag, which I only purchased, I think in November or October, I'm not so sure. I sold my Neo Noa bag in the Summer Trunks collection, which I referred to earlier in the video. And I did replace that bag, with another bag because I like the shape of the Neo Noi. So I decided to get the Neo Noi with the rose poudre hardware, leather. And oh my god, that's also one of my best purchases. And my sales associate, she was having, it's also hard to come by at some point, this bag, and she had at one point, she had the black one and the red one. And when I tried on the black one, I was like, okay, I definitely want to get the black one because I wanted a bag for work, so that fits quite some stuff, water bottle and some pieces I knew I need for work. And I was thinking, okay, I might should get the black one because it's more businessy, in case more not that bright and stuff. And when I tried on the black one, I shared it also on Instagram, and a lot of people said the black one is very good or looks nice. The red one as well, but I wasn't into the red, especially because I have this one with the red and the Palace clutch, so I don't need another one. But at that time when I tried on the black trim, the one with the black leather and the red leather, I hadn't sold my bag, my Neo Noi, and I was like, I first sell it and then I'm going to buy. And when I sold the bag, I texted my SA and asked if she had the black one, and she was like, no, we only have the rose poudre one. I was like, if she could put it on hold for me, and she was like, yeah, for today I could do that. And then I went to the store and tried it on. I was like, that looks so good as well. And I was like, because pink is my happy color, or I like the pink one very well, so much, so I was like, okay, I could definitely just take the pink one. You can remove this part, so you can put another strap in it or a bandeau to close the bag, and you can remove the strap and put a more subtle one on it, or my monogram one, so you can also make this bag look like just a monogram bag. Yeah, so that's the shortest, the bag I own for the shortest time. And I'm happy I sold my summer trunks, even though I made a loss at selling it, and I had to pay a bit more to get this, because in my mind I was like, okay, if I say my limited edition one, which was even more, the limited edition one was 1,400 and this was 1,140. Now it's gone up by 50 euro or something, and I was like, in best case I can sell mine and get this one without paying something extra. That would have been my best option, but I sold it for 1,000 euro and then I had to pay like 140 to receive this, a new one. But I think that's fine, because now I own a bag which I'm happy with, because every time I was looking at the other bag, I was like, no, I don't want her in my collection. But I will tell you in another video more details about it. Okay, so that was my bag collection video from Louis Vuitton. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a long time that I was talking about all the bags. But yeah, so these are my happy bags, and let me know what is your favorite bag, as I was saying in the beginning. And you can also let me know which is your favorite piece from my collection. So have a lovely day and see you in my next video.